Helen says he's got money. I've been to his house. All he talks about is financial stuff. That's not what I care about. I make enough money to care of myself. I want something more. He's short. He says all the good stuff. I've been following you in the end, but for some reason, he seems to think that money is going to make me feel that he's important to me. How do I let him know it's not? Well, you're not going to, Helen. See, the reason why he does this, Helen, is that he's deeply insecure, right? He has low self-esteem. And so he thinks that he's not enough as a man. That's what's going on, right? So a lot of times women think that men are like these guys that have like no inner psychology issues. All men have inner psychology issues, just like all women do. And his inner psychology issue is one that he hasn't dealt with yet. And that is feeling like he's not enough without money. And so if he feels like he's not enough and that he won't get love from you without talking to you about his money, then this is a thing that's going to repeat in your relationship and in his life and everything that he does for the rest of his life until he figures that out. And so you're not going to assure him of anything. I mean, you can tell him if you want to. It's not going to make a difference. You know, if you want to, you can sit him down and just let him know, be like, hey, you know, I think you're really awesome and really cool, but you keep bringing up this thing about money, and it's actually a big turnoff to me because, you know, I think that you're great, and I don't, you know, I think it's cool that you have money, but I don't, you know, I'm not overly like worried about your money. And so if you could just stop talking about that, you know, on a regular basis and mentioning it all the time, right? It just comes across as a little insecure that you have to talk about your money all the time, you know, and it's really unattractive to me. And I would feel a lot more attracted to you if you just let go of that and just were confident in yourself and who you are and your personality, because that's really what I'm attracted to. And that's the man in you that I want to be with, not the guy that's talking about money all the time. And so you can have a conversation like that if you want, Helen. However, and maybe it'll jar him a little bit, but he's got to do some inner work. He's got to figure that stuff out for himself. And that could help kind of push him in that direction. But it's something that's deeply ingrained in him, and he's going to have to do a lot of work around. So, I mean, you can tell him it, but it's ultimately going to be something that he has to figure out.